DJ Anchor with Peter Jackson, Saskatoon on the Jadakiss tour. What's going on, man?
I'm here. I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm here.
Fresh Start LP. Obviously, it's not your first album, so what does that mean? Because you have, been doing this for a long time. How does it count as a fresh start?
Honestly, man, a lot of things. The business, the music, like how we were speaking before. Just I literally feel like 7 months ago, everything started to change music-wise. Like my head got into where it needed to be with the new album. The features were falling into place. It needed to be on there. Everything. And I mean, the way I'm thinking, the way I'm moving, the way my team's moving, the way everybody behind me is moving, it's different. It's a better conglomerate. Everything is together. Definitely moving in the right direction. And I mean, definitely for us, like we're still young, like very young. We've been doing this since we were like 16. So I think we kind of noticed everything we were doing incorrectly and things that we were doing correct, and we just kind of did it again and like started over, I think, almost. And I definitely feel like that business and music wise.
So it's almost like a second chance, and I know lots of people do it for a few years and they either financially can't sustain themselves as artists. What do you attribute to your success to be able to learn from those mistakes but able to sustain yourself as a lifestyle?
A lot of things, man. Definitely the people around me. Definitely everybody helps me so much, from like my team to my DJ, management, booking agents, assistants, people on my team, the other artists I work with. I think having them around is a huge thing of why we've been able to even portray what we're doing and like really live it. Like we all live off this. We really do make money doing this stuff, and it's our jobs 24 hours a day. So that, and I mean, the business for us, like our business is on point. We know it's a business. It's not a hobby. It hasn't been a hobby for a long time. So knowing that first and foremost, I think, knowing you got to wake up and you have to eat, because if we don't eat off of this, we're going to have to eat another way, and we don't want to eat like that no more. Yeah. So I think that's what it is.
You just treat it like a full-time job.
It is. It's more than a full-time job. I work more than, 8 hours a day, 100%.
So this is the LP. When can we expect a full-length release from Peter Jackson?
This is a full-length. The LP's the full-length. It's 15 records or 15 tracks on the album. I have another EP that I'm working on right now. I'm also working on a new album and a couple mixtapes, but I want to play this out first. I want to take it to its full potential and then move on. You know what I mean? Because I'm working like, the first single's done off my new album already with Wiz Khalifa and stuff like that. So, we already have the material. I probably got like 300 original records that aren't released, big features, solo records, records with my team, mixtape records, everything. So for us, it's just I want to get the full potential out of the record and then definitely move on, because there's still records that we're 4 weeks in and I'm already talking about doing new stuff, because that's the way I think. I'm thinking way ahead of where I'm sitting. So for me, it's crazy. We've definitely been charting. Like our Nelson SoundScan numbers are crazy. Yeah. So I'm happy right now, but we got a lot more work to do, definitely.
And that's why you're on tour, to bring the music to the people who may not be exposed to it.
Yeah, take some of Kiss's fans and come see some of my fans, and that's been my whole push since the start, was teaming up with bigger artists and showing that I'm supposed to be there, that I'm supposed to be side by side with these big acts, and I'm not an opening act. I'm not a local rapper. I'm just as good, if not better, than the people I'm on stage with all the time. That's how I feel. And if I don't feel like that, then I don't deserve to be on that flyer, that show, that interview, anything. I owe it to myself and everybody around me to at least put in that much effort. And
I know you tour probably more in a month than most artists tour all year. How do you think that's either helped or maybe hindered from the studio your success as an artist?
From the studio?
Well, like you said, you go on tour more than a month, and people tour all year. So all year you're out on the road. That's helped you get fans, but has it held you back from doing projects at home in the studio?
Yeah, probably. I mean, timing wise, like sometimes like I might not be able to sit in the studio for 14 hours because I've got business stuff to do, or I've got to be at a show, or I've got to be on the road or something like that. And I mean, anybody who knows me or is getting to know what I'm doing, I've been mad quiet about it, but like I run a lot of the business that I'm involved in, and that takes away from everything too. But at the end of the day, it's a full package. Like you have to have all that stuff together. So if I don't feel like it's really taken away because I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Like I just said, I'm sitting on 300 records. I don't need to be in the studio, but I want to be in the studio, getting better, learning, practicing.
You don't have to pay someone to do it when you can do it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And then we just take it to the right people to be mixed and mastered. And sometimes staying in my own studio. I own a few studios, and then I work out of a few different ones. So I definitely try to be in the studio with as many people as possible, just to get their opinions and their creativity involved in what I'm doing.
And you just released a video for Hustle from Born with Trinity Chris.
Yeah, my brother Trinity.
I'm feeling that track. No BS. I'm feeling that track a lot.
Thank you.
How did that whole project come together as far as song and video?
It's actually crazy. I was in a car with Classified, and we were on my block. We were coming from one of the schools. Class had a show, and he called me, and I just went and chilled, smoked, and we were kicking it. And we were driving, and I've always liked Trinity Chris's music. I've known about him for a long time, and I seen him, and I yelled my phone number at him out the car. And he remembered. I have no idea how he remembered it, but he remembered it. We got in the studio about a week or two later. I played that beat for him, and that beat's made by Kid Ross, who's like Sizzla's right hand. And they've been feeding me a lot of records and stuff, and I love the dance hall, and I love that kind of stuff. Like that's
a Toronto swag.
Yeah, it is. It's there's a lot of the Jamaican community is huge in the GTA, and the influence of the music, like that's what we were just listening to in here when you walked in.
I walked in,
what I mean? So it's big to us, and basically me and him got in the studio, we laid it down. The record worked. We started working together from that point. We got on the road. We toured together a lot, and people loved the record. Like that record, people knew that record from us performing it. Like it didn't even release it till like a year after we were already performing it, which is kind of backwards, but seemed to work. And we just put the video out, and the video's doing really well. It's gonna go to Much Music in the new year. Obviously it's not the time of the year to be putting anything on TV. So I went against everybody's wishes actually to drop in the fourth quarter with my album, because a lot of people say not to do that because you're competing with the heavyweights, but like that's what we want to be doing. So if I'm gonna sell a few less because Beyonce sold a few more, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? I'll be all right. So I'm happy with it. Hustle from Born, that's like one of many records me and him have together. So
now we're gonna expect some more dancehall records too?
Yeah, I got another one on the album called Bubble for Me with Sizzla Kalonji. I've got a few more records with Sizzla, a few records with Lady Saw. Me and Trinity have some more records, and I mean that's something like I really, really pay attention to, and I really like it. And I mean, I want to be more involved with that style of music. So I'm going back to Jamaica soon, shoot a few videos, like 3 videos out there, and just hopefully it leads to doing more music.
Now, that restaurant where you shot the video at, what was I couldn't catch it, but what was the name of that restaurant?
My verse is in Papa Star's Juice Bar, an African Star, which is a big sound. Okay. They're like, they had stuff to do with Capleton's career and a lot of other artists. And he ain't the guy at the Juice Bar that I'm in. He's never been in the music video, and he's like a staple in big dancehall people's careers and reggae artists and stuff. So that was cool. But the restaurant Trinity was on Eglinton West in Toronto. That's where we were. It's a big Jamaican community.
And you actually eat there?
Yeah, we did that. It's like, yo, did you actually eat there?
Yeah, I want to know your favorite dish.
I only like jerk chicken, and I like patties. I'm not like, I've had oxtail. It's all right.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, I'm a picky eater anyway. You know what I mean? But I love chicken, and Randy's Patties was actually in there too, and that's a big thing in Toronto. Everybody knows about it. Like you see it from the YouTube comments. They're like, like he actually went there. He went to actual spots where he needed to. And I mean, that's from my man Far Eye, the Big Dread. This in the video. Yeah. He's very respected in that community, and he literally schooled us and brought us to the spots that we were supposed to be.
Well, that's good. You were showing respect to.
We have to.
Where it needs to be.
You have to do things correctly when you do them, or don't do them. If I do a dance record, I'm doing a dance record. I'm going to rap on it, but I'm going to do the dance record correctly, from the production to the feature to the push. If we're doing the dance hall record, I'm doing it correctly. And I think that's what stands out with my music, is it's real. No matter what it is, you can tell that it's authentic. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and that's something to me that has to stay that way.
Now, whose Lamborghini was that in the video?
That's my man's. One of my man's. He got a bunch of cars like that. And those are paid for. That's not no rented car.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That was my next question.
He let me jump in the car with 2 girls in the front. So I mean, that's his. It's not rented when you're scuffing up and. Yeah. But that was standard, and I can't push no standard. So. I wasn't even whipping it like that. That's why you only got like the 1 second clip.
Yeah, it was super short.
I would have killed that. I would have beat that right down the street. So yeah, that's my man's whip still.
So being on tour with Jadakiss, obviously you've done lots of tours with other artists, but what's the biggest thing you've learned from Jadakiss so far on this tour?
Wow. Honestly, just to pay attention to detail. Like everything. Like from, everything has to be a certain way because it can get you on the road, and the road's hell. As much as people think it's like, yo, you get drunk, you don't do nothing, you just rap and you just chill. It's not like that. Like, it's seriously, you're always doing something. So everything's got to run on time. Your whole team's got to be on point. Everybody's got to move as a unit. And I think paying attention to detail when you're on the road, because if one thing goes wrong, it offsets your whole day.
Well, and you're putting yourself in other people's hands, so you have to make sure 100%. It's handled correctly, right?
Exactly. So I think, paying attention to detail is something on this tour and this run that we've learned firsthand.
Yeah.
Politically correct
I know
answer.
it's Jada about it too, but DMX recently rapped the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Does Peter Jackson have any Christmas Carol freestyles in his arsenal?
I don't have anything in my arsenal, but I love Christmas. What? Oh, wow, yeah. I didn't even think of that. That's my DJ behind the camera. My man
Shout out to Dames.
Yeah. He's over there ironing, getting right for tonight. But, yeah, aside from what you were saying, I have a record out right now called Kids with Patrick Christopher, and all the proceeds, 100% of all the money, is going to Chum Christmas Wish. And it's on iTunes. It's called Kids. It was produced by Dub J, and it's a big deal for us. Like, we're doing really well. Like, it's really selling. Probably one of my more successful ventures that we've done, but it's a great cause.
And then you're probably happy because it's going to.
Yeah, I love Christmas. Like, I hate that I'm on the road right now.
Really?
Yeah, I love Christmas. Like, I just don't. I've always sponsored families. Like, I was selling mixtapes when I was 18 to pay for people to have Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it does not make sense when a kid cannot have Christmas. I came from a good home, and I was given all the great things that kids want.
Yeah.
I didn't come up where I didn't get things that I needed and or wanted as a kid. And when you're a kid, you don't really have too much to worry about, but that's something that means a lot. So, I'm just glad that what we're doing is able to help people through that, you know what I mean? And give them something that they're not getting otherwise. So,
2 more questions. The best Christmas present you ever got and the best Christmas present you ever gave somebody.
Damn. The best Christmas gift I ever got, man.
Mine was, I think I was 8 or 9. It was a GT Snow Racer, the Bret Hall edition.
Yeah. I remember it was blue and yellow.
It was, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, probably something like that. But like when I was younger, it was Ninja Turtles and stuff like that for me. I never wanted no clothes when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I want them now. Yeah, I want them now. But before I didn't. Best Christmas gift, honestly, man, I can't. Those type of things, I have everything I've ever wanted, so I don't remember the little things like that. But like, I gave my mom a 1.5 carat diamond ring.
Wow.
About maybe 2 Christmases ago. Like, I literally all the money I had, like, I went and just, my mom has done so much for me.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable things she's done for me. And I mean, any kid has probably put their parents through hell, and I'm definitely that dude who did that. Like, I've done some stupid shit. So I mean, being able to do that for her and like see what she was like when she got it, because it's like she wears that like it's a trophy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's something to her that means everything. And she showed it off. And I think it's like we came from not knowing if we were going to have a job with the music to being able to support our families through the music. And to me, that's definitely the best thing. And what we're doing this year.
And it symbolizes more than a diamond. It symbolizes success,
it really ain't
sustainability. Everything.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, and you know what a diamond is. Ain't nothing breaking a diamond. Yeah. So I think that's something that means a lot. Definitely is a Christmas gift that I gave. But yeah, I can't remember like one specific thing that I got. I like everything, so I'm good with anything. Give me a box of Dutchess and some white t-shirts.
Pot of gold.
Good. Yeah, pot of gold. I'll be all right with this year. Definitely.
All right, man. Peter Jackson, Fresh Start LP. Get it now. On tour with Jadakiss and more things that you can't talk about coming in 2013.
Yeah, lots of stuff, man. Lots of tours. I'm going overseas. I'm going to Australia with Slaughterhouse and my DJ. We're all going over there with Schoolboy Q too, I believe. We're going to Europe. Going to the States, and then we're going to continue. We got about 7 tours lined up in Canada as well for next year, but we're not going to be on those ones probably. We're going to move forward, and my team's going to step in, and some of the artists I work with will be touring for the first time on their own like that.
Nice. That's what it is, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Saskatoon. What's poppin'? It's your man Peter Jackson, and right now you are live in the video mix with my man DJ Anchor.